In this video, we're going to talk about ambient yield, a lovely term. In the winter season canon of the J Temple and Solaris, we are understanding a thing, and in my last video, I talked about the idea of like, hey, what can survive without my effort? What can survive without fire, without force, without burnout? Which leads me to my topic of money, because most of my life, I've learned that, you have to perform to make money. You have to sell or do it like in a sell or in a math class or in a call or whatever it is to make money. And as I've been undergoing a metamorphosis, I realized that once again, it's like, what can survive 10 winters? That's literally, if I could sum up the whole winter canon, is this. It's like, how can I set up my life to where I can survive 10 winters? Because most people have fun in the summer and just get wrecked by the winter. Seasonal depression, family stuff, holiday stuff, excuse me. Like, they just get wrecked because they have no time. They haven't scheduled time. There's no season. They haven't honored their season. They haven't mapped out a season. And in this winter season, I said, you know what? I'm rescaping my life, rebirthing myself. And it's from this space of like, what can last 10 winters? What can I set up and what systems can I set up to where money is coming in without my daily effort? If you're like, I want you to write this down. And I'm not saying like, and from a lazy point, I'm saying like, what system can I put energy into to set up to where it's running for the next 10 winters? But obviously, we make it slow, run for this winter, right? So that's what I want you to think about. I want you to think about ambient yield. What is ambient yield? Ambient yield basically means money that comes in without force. This is why, have you ever seen like an old person? And if you're an old person, I mean no disrespect, but have you ever seen like, like an old man or woman that like, they just move slow. They got that motherfucking aura, like they got that energy about them. And what is it? It's not riz, it's not aura, it's not swag, it's ambient yield. They've set up systems that runs without their daily effort. So their nervous system emits safety. That's what it is. And I want you to think that it doesn't matter what your age is now if you're watching this. It's like, I want you to start thinking like this. Like, what systems can I set up to where I'm not working all day? Cause fuck that shit. I'll be real with you. Look. I'm gonna keep it a $1.5/10. I realized I was like, okay, cause like in my 20s, so I'm 30 now. In my 20s, it was all about like, that was my phenom area. That was my fire era. And I needed that era because that era showed me that I can get out the mud. I can, grow a business from zero to however much money, like all that stuff. But what I realized was, I was like, damn, I can't be doing this forever. I can't be on calls all day, every day, talking to everybody and their mama, coaching everybody and their mama all day. Like, damn, I'm good at it. I could do it. I've coached men, women, marriages, millionaires, college kids, everybody in between. I'm really good at it. Got a lot of results. But I was like, no, Duran, like earth energy, that's fire energy. Fire burns out. Fire needs to keep performance, keep making money. Fuck that. I said, earth, I'm like, bro, this is so like y'all are seeing me in my head right now and how I talk to myself. I said, bro, we are entering the season of like marriage, family, lineage, dynasty, all that stuff. So I'm like, I'm not finna be working all day. And then what? Tell my wife like, hey, hey, I'm a man, so I gotta get out the mud. So I gotta, I've done that shit. I ain't doing that no more. I've done that in relationships where I'm working all day, I'm providing everything, and I'm burning myself out. I ain't doing that no more. I've learned from fire, and I appreciate fire, and I appreciate those relationships because they taught me a lot. But afterwards, I'm like, bro, like if you're a man watching this, right? I just want you to just think about this, right? The industrial age, we keep talking about this, told men, hey, bro, you need to grind 9 to 9. If you don't grind 9 to 9, you ain't shit. You lazy as hell. You a softy. You weak. That's basically what we talk. So what do men do? Grind all day. I was at not the barbershop. I was at the gas station the other day. I said, hey man, excuse me. I walked up to this guy. I said, hey bro, I hope that whatever goals that you have for this year, I hope they all come true for you, man. He said, man, thank you, man. He said, man, the way I work so hard every single day, bro. I'm just getting it, bro. Nah, man, bro. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I got you. But while I walked away, I was like, hell no, nigga, that was me, but that ain't me. You know what I mean? Because I had to realize, I was like, if you're working all day, what time you got for union? I'll wait. What time you got? Okay, no. Put another person to the side for right now. Crap on it. Not crap that in a negative way, but just in general. What time do you got for your inner child? Oh, inner child video is coming out later in the winter canon. Just wait on that. But what time do you got for your inner child? What time do you got for your inner teenager? What time do you got for your inner king or inner queen or inner, being? What time do you got for them if you're working all day? How can you truly be in a union if all your energy is going outside of the union? How can you truly be there for your family if all your energy is going out 9 to 9 every day? Kids don't want a perfect family. A kid or a woman don't want a perfect man. They want a present person, dog. So in the Emerald Jade Warriors, I said, you know what, fuck this. I said, I'm not doing this no more. I said, I'm changing my stuff. I'm changing everything, and I'm moving in a way that I'm like, hey, what rhythm can I sustain for 80, 90 years without burning out? This is my new mindset now. It's not about how much fire can I perform. I've already done events, workshops. I spoke around the world. I can turn the fire on whenever I need to. Now it's really about what the hell can last without my fire burning out. That is longevity, my friends. That is structure. That is earth. That's ancestral. That's elder shit. You see what I'm saying? That's that energy that the planet in and of itself is moving through. I'm just one of the people that source and spirit is moving this energy through. There's other people I'm not talking about in their own dimensions, their own ways and paradigms and orientations, so forth and so on. But the key of the matter is, what money systems can you set up? Because, last thing, and then we wrap up this video. I had a client, she is in, I haven't talked to her in like a year or so, but when we was coaching, she was in a 20-year marriage, and she was basically breaking down to me everything that was going on. And I said these two things to her, and she went silent. And I know when a person goes silent, I say like a big powerful thing, it's like a shift. It's like a shift. And I said, everything you're telling me, I understand and I get it. And everything you're telling me stem from two problems. First problem, there was no financial architecture, there was no financial system set up in y'all marriage. Thus, the finances was dependent upon a person's mood. So if I woke up and I was lazy that day and I didn't go to work, I didn't make money. But the human mood is fluctuating. We're taught to just strong arm, strong will. Bro, you're not a robot. Bro, sis, whoever I'm talking to, you are not a robot. You are a human being with emotions that flow through you. Some days you're sleepy. Some days you're horny. Some days you're tired. Some days you're goofy. Some days emotions from traumas is coming up. So if you don't have a space to metabolize all the energy in a healthy way, because you're working all day, you're burning your nervous system out. And guess what hits the brunt of it? Relationships. So I told her, I said, hey, there was no financial system set up in place that was independent of your nervous system or his nervous system. Hence why the financial problems was going on. Then, because I'm like, the whole point of winter is making non-fragile systems. It's like, hey, what systems can I make that are not fragile? Towards if one person say no, or if one flow stops, other streams are still running. That's how you got to think. This is how lineage-minded men think. This is how, like, people who are thinking in decades, people who think in 50 years, 100 year cycles, epoch, 500 year cycles think. So I want you to start thinking like this, okay? Second thing I told her, I said, hey, there was no devotional system set up in place. That's a springtime thing. No, devotion, I'm looking at the calendar. Devotion, energy, that's fall. So in the fall, I've been talking a lot about devotion and relationships and all that stuff. That's a fall season thing. But I told her, I said, hey, y'all don't have any devotion system. Devotion is a current. If you don't have a system to protect it, to honor it, to keep it moving weekly, which comes with my next video, then it's going to crash. Same thing in finances. So all in all, the point of this video is to ensure that you start thinking like, hey, I need to start making systems, G. If you're a man watching this, for real, you gotta stop thinking industrial. Hey, I need to grind. I need to hustle. I need to get up. I need to grind every fucking day. No, you grind for a season to set up a system that feeds you forever. Talk about it. That being said, if this resonates, I encourage you to check out our garden. We have an online garden. Very beautiful, by the way. Check it out. The link's down below. If you feel it, you know. And if you don't feel it, that's okay too. You're completely out of the way. See you in the next video. Peace!